Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here again at Solana, double checking a couple of key factors here. It looks like we're getting back on track. Obviously, it's contingent on Bitcoin doing fairly well, moderately well over the last 24 hours, but just try not to get too excited. Bitcoin is pretty low volume, and even though Solana has seen a little bit of a volume spike here, until we break free from this little range, we might be expecting further downside. I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom, just letting you know those are the things that you want to be mindful of. So if you are new to the channel, welcome on board. Hope you can learn something today. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site, link down below. And if you're curious and you're already part of my community, wondering where all the signals are, kind of just waiting to see if we get a little bit more confirming factors. I'm planning to take a solid amount of signals on Monday. As soon as we get confirmation, we open decently well for Bitcoin. Again, low volume weekends, not necessarily the best conditions, but if there's something that's really optimal today, I'll be sure to post that. But I appreciate your patience. Trust me, folks. So, less trading is okay. The next couple weeks, we're probably going to be gravitating more towards that just because of the volatility and just how weird the market is right now. Speaking of weird, take a look at this here. We can see $180 as a potential resistance here for us. Once more, that's actually is the resistance level for us because on the charts we can see that level, that parallel line, essentially providing resistance at like 179, I think it is. Either way, we got liquidation between 180 and 182. This is a good sign, implying that there's more potential for the price to go up than down at this exact time, based on there being more liquidation. Again, whales love to sweep this upper levels of liquidation, same with the lower levels, and just make sure that they destroy everyone's account. Again, as long as they're getting rich, that's okay. So the key takeaway here is that if you want to get rich yourself, be patient and pay attention to liquidation because again, there's tons of liquidation between 190 and 195 that continues to accumulate. So again, a lot of folks are trying to short this coin. I get it. We're still in a descending trend with lower highs and lower lows so far. So until we break free from that, we can presume it's going to continue. However, let's go ahead and double check a few key factors here in the larger time frames to see if there's been any shifts in momentum here that might actually indicate a dynamic flux, shift, influx, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Let's go ahead and double check here. So first of all, daily time frame, we're still below the 20-day SMA. That's generally a bearish sign. More so just we got to get back up above it in order to feel bullish again with this coin. We can see 185 is that level. Once again, that was previous support level turned resistance here. And essentially the price just rejected off that level pretty solid. So we can see almost a line right here in the charts, just cutting everything down right at that point. So getting above 185, it's going to require a lot of volume. And in order to get there, of course, we need to have a few more green days, and Bitcoin just needs to stabilize for a little bit. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Did I say Bitcoin stabilize? That's almost like a running joke nowadays, right? So forget I said that. That's not even a thing. But if that were to be a thing, I think Solana would obviously take off, along with most altcoins too, of course. That's generally how altcoin markets work. Either way, I do feel like altcoins are going to start to surge because the price of Bitcoin, the contrast of Bitcoin dominance versus altcoin dominance, altcoins are they're due for a continuation here in the relative near future. So I'm confident. Next couple months, May, June, July, pretty solid alts. They're going to take off. Either way you look at it, 50 on the RSI held here, perfect sign. That's awesome. So we're seeing stochastic RSI swinging upwards. Money flow index is still maintaining itself. So these are all positive contributing factors, except for the MACD, still diverging, but that's standard when you see such a large correction from top to bottom. What is this? 17% in roughly, what I guess it took about 5 days for that to happen. So again, the MACD is going to be a little bit skewed when you see that happen and when those things occur. We take a look at the stochastic RSI, still swinging up. Money flow index is dropping, which is unique. And then, of course, RSI is increasing. So generally not a favorable sign when you see money flow index decreasing and stochastic increasing. Concurrent with RSI being under 50, that just reiterates and reaffirms that we're underneath the resistance level. And if we kind of just take a line here to say, for example, we can kind of see that we're testing that level here. The most recent low is a 4-hour candlestick closure at that 177 mark. That was roughly 4 days ago. 4 days ago, we saw that level so as a support, now potential resistance. We've retested it for 16 hours in a row. So that does imply if we break through that, which looks like we're trying to do now, that could reaffirm itself as a support level. So 178 as a round number is going to be that point of contention. But we can see that we're converging on the MACD here. Still some positive stuff. But once more, we still haven't established a candlestick closure above the trend line yet. So still not quite out of the woods yet. But again, still looking pretty solid too. Ichimoku cloud, we are within the cloud, which is generally construed as a bearish sign. However, lagging span is free and clear. Conversion line and the baseline are relatively intersecting, but you can see conversion lines a little bit above, and we're within the cloud. So still not a perfect situation at all, but it is better than we've seen in the relative recent past. Okay. So again, consolation, I'll take it. But again, we need a solid closure, I would say at 178 or higher today, just to be able to get that confirmation that we can sustain that price action. And just know the next resistance level will be 185, that point of control above us. So the price action continues higher like this, for example, we could see a bullish backtest of the support level and or the descending trend line, and the price continue to ramp up towards 185. So these are all probable things. The only caveat here is that Bitcoin, if it wants to be kind of a jerk, which it has been lately, it could just dump as soon as Asian markets open tomorrow night, for example, and we could see all the profits from the weekend wasted away. So just some friendly advice: be careful trading weekends. If and when I trade the weekends, I try to keep it a kind of a wide berth. I try to do my swing trades pretty loose, if you will. You've seen me do those a few times. While last weekend wasn't the best weekend to do that, generally speaking, if I ever trade on the weekends, those kind of trades will have more longevity because they might take longer to hit, but they're still absolutely good trade. So at this point, I would say best trade is no trade, of course. You'll hear me say that a lot today and just in general recently. But for the most part, we're getting close to confirming factors here for long positions. Just know as soon as we got confirming factors, we saw this happen. Okay, so again, trading with confirmation right now is tricky, but it's just as tricky as trading without confirmation. The funny thing is, the market being so ridiculous right now, we're seeing a lot of confirming factors not even work out very well. So again, future reference, that does happen sometimes. You got to trust the TA regardless, because it's never a foolproof situation, but you're still increasing your odds of success. If you want to increase your odds of success, jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord. Link down below. We got a pretty awesome group here, and we just have a lot of fun. And the trade signals, while they've been a little bit less frequent lately, have been still very, very successful in the overall sense. So thanks again for everyone sticking through it. Trust me on this. This is temporary. We're not going to see these market conditions forever. Things are going to be a lot better here soon. I'm confident of that. All right. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Appreciate you. Thank you.